Now let's continue with steamed rice flour crepes with prawns and coconut filling. For the filling, we have some chili oil, okay, and garlic finely chopped. And one more thing finely chopped. I want you to smell and pass it to your neighbors. Can you recognize it?
No.
Yeah, just smell. And pass it to your neighbors. I won't spill the beans out. I'll let you guess first. Yeah, it's coriander root. Coriander root. Okay, coriander root. There are two names for this. For British English, we call coriander, but in the States, people call it cilantro, okay? So these two names refer to one same herb, just British English or American English, okay? Cilantro or coriander. When we Thai people use this, we use all parts. We use the roots, we use the stem, we use the leaves, we use the seeds. We use all parts of the plant. Depends on what dish. Today we are using the roots. Okay. And one more time, chili oil, garlic, coriander roots, tomalley. You know tomalley? Tomalley is when you pick prawns from the shell. This is the creamy part from the head. This gives the coloring and also the richness. Okay. And prawns, shell, deveined, minced or ground. Grated coconut flesh, the fine one, not with the rabbit, but not rabbit. There's another thing called rabbit. I introduce it to you later. With the cat's paw, but this end, not this end. So this time you don't have to chop, it's fine already. Okay. And sugar, and salt, and pepper, and kaffir leaves. Talking about kaffir leaves, when I have to cut a lot of things together, I always begin with spices and herbs. You know why? Because they leave the aroma onto the board, and I don't have to clean the board. I can move to vegetables, and I don't have to clean the board. And lastly, to meat or seafood, and I clean my board one last time only. But what I just told you is for home scale, for home cooking, not for hotel scale. Because for hotel scale, you have to cut different things on different kinds of board. For kaffir leaves, they are so distinguishable. They are double leaves. They always come in pair like this, like figure of 8, like the symbol of infinity or Gemini, as classic as the aroma. Okay, but it is broken already. To deal with it, I use 2 fingers to hold the stem, and 2 other fingers to fold the leaves. And then I tear it down so that it's broken straight. You know what I mean? One more time. Hold the stem, fold the leaves. Sorry. Hold the stem, fold the leaves, tear it down. So it's broken like this. The stem is edible, but too woody. So we would rather discard it. Now I got the broken leaves on the board. You can see it up there. With the shiny side up, pale side down. And I stack them up, reducing the size, which means the smallest one will be on the topmost, while the biggest one will be down under. Shiny side up, pale side down. You know what I mean? Straight end turning to one direction, and the curved end to the other. And this is not a rule. I hate rules myself. I hate rules. This is a tip. I am right-handed. I turn the straight end towards my right, and then I roll it tight into a scroll. Roll it tight, hold it tight, and I chiffonade, okay? Remember the Thai way, the smaller the cuter. When you find there is hardly anywhere for you to hold, it's not worth sacrificing your fingertips, okay? Throw the rest away. You know, in those days, typical Thai mothers would encourage their daughter to shred this as fine as a hair. I love you to smell it and pass it to your neighbors. Now, time for me to stir fry the filling. I add chili oil into my wok, medium heat. Some chefs, especially Chinese, they love heating the oil for some time. They even love the flames flaring up when stir frying. They are skillful. You don't have to imitate them, okay? Because if you burn your garlic, the whole dish turns a disaster. So heat it after a fashion. Heat it for half a minute or 45 seconds. I'm not going to impress you with the flames. I want to keep my eyebrows, okay? I add garlic. So there won't be any flames in my style, okay? You keep sauteing. You can see up there. Coriander roots. Oh, if you cannot find coriander roots at home, you use 3/4 of the stalks chopped and 1/4 of the seeds. You know why the proportion goes like that? Because the seeds is the most pungent part, and the root is the medium pungent part, and the stalk and the leaves is the least pungent part. So you combine the most with the least, you get the in between. Okay, I mean 3/4 of the stalks chopped and 1/4 of the seeds. Grind, yeah. Even the stalk ground together, okay. Now I add prawns. Once prawn is added, I have to break the prawns. While the heat is not high, you know why? The prawn is minced or ground already. If it's cooked, it congealed. It won't be easy to break. So that's why I turned down the heat. I don't have to work against the time. I have more time in breaking. I can add the coconut flesh already. If you buy this from some other stores or from hawkers, they use a lot of coconut flesh, a lot of coconut, but little prawns. And they even, the worst thing I loathe is they use food coloring. Okay, so our is orange from chili oil and from the tomalley and from the prawns. I never use food coloring. I try to use carrot juice or whatever, not chemicals. Now I can turn up the heat, add the sugar and salt. To the savory too, for the balance. And you don't have to worry about the amount of sugar, because when we serve this, we serve a small portion. We don't serve the whole thing to one person, no. Sugar is not just for dessert, it's also for savory. Because we have big variety of flavors in one single dish. Something salty, something spicy, something sour, something sweet, even something bitter sometimes. Because vegetables can be bitter. Can you smell anything? Yes. You go on until the mixture is moderately dry. How can you know it's ready? When you see less of the steam. Steam tells you that the moisture is gone, okay? Now add pepper and kaffir leaves. ขอพริกไทยป่นอีกนิดนึงเอาของแขกมาเลย I turned off the heat already. เดี๋ยวเพิ่มพริกไทยให้แขกหน่อยเพิ่มพริกไทยให้แขกนิด Since you are all good students, you are rewarded. Test it. Now, for the batter to make the crepe. It's a rice flour crepe, so we have rice flour, not sticky rice flour, okay, rice flour, and tapioca flour. You know tapioca? Yeah, yeah. No, tapioca come from cassava. Okay. And coconut milk and water. Back home, if you don't have this, you can just use a saucepan. A saucepan. You fill it with water. A saucepan, okay? You fill it with water. And then you stretch cheesecloth, cotton. Cotton is better. Thin cotton on top. Stretch it like a drum. Okay, you wet the cloth a long time so that the cloth absorb water. And then you stretch like a drum. And we fasten with rubber bands, a lot of rubber bands. Under this cloth, we have a lot of rubber bands. So the whole thing is flat and tight like a toy drum. But we also cut a little slit. Can you see a slit here? So that the steam can be releasing. When you make this yourself, the first few batches can become a failure. It's okay. Like when you make pancake sometimes. You know what I mean? But what I'm waiting is the right temperature of the cloth. I mean, at first, the right temperature of the water, and then the steam, and then the cloth. We are not cooking in the water or in the steam, but on top of the cloth, but by the steam. About 1 soup spoonful, okay? And then I spread to make it thin, and cloth, and cover with a lid. And how can you know the crepe is ready? When there are some bubbles, okay? The crepe is loosening and moving a little, okay? Yeah, look at it. Can you see bubbles? Not too much of the feeling, okay? Our eyes are always bigger than our stomach, okay? You just wrap it. And make sure that your spatula is wet. Okay? It's okay if there's some wrinkle on it. Okay? It doesn't have to be flat. It can be wrinkle. Some people even twist their wrist to make it wrinkle. Okay? Like pleated. But some people make it like a pouch. Like a pocket, okay? My assistant making more for you to sample, okay? I need 3 more, okay? Now is your turn. Every time before you continue with the second one, you make sure that you clean the cloth and cover the lid again. You know why? So that it recover the temperature. Now is your turn. You just use the whisk. I add liquid for you. You mix with the whisk. Yeah. Keep stirring. Keep stirring. The prawns.
Open face.
It's okay. It's okay. Like canapé. Okay.
Only a mother could love that. I like this. This is fun.
Yeah. It's therapeutic.
It's artistic. Sometimes. Subjective. I'm interpretive art.
Oh. Having a good time? It's okay. Go on, go on, go on. It's okay. Remember, I say our eyes are always bigger than our stomach, remember? It's okay, it's okay. It's pretty. It looks yummy. Oh, that one I don't know why. Great, 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 great. What are you used to? Wow, wow. Bravo.